Let's close up the circle. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pass the energy from one to another. I know you guys can do this one, but it's a fun one that'll get you energized. Actually, let me in for a second. So you'll make a sound movement like, right? And then Nadi would pass that to Lev. Go ahead. And we'll organically change as it goes around the circle. Yeah. Now you want to do what the person before you did exactly. So listen. Great. Keep it up. Keep going. Keep going. Now I want you to anticipate it. I want it to move even faster. Anticipate. Yeah, there we go. Remember to listen. It's going to change. Woof. That was not organic change. That's okay. Keep up the woof. All right, change directions. Go the other way. Go the other way. Terrific. Now we're going to do speed throughs of our monologue hotspot, right? Real fast speed throughs. Don't be offended if you get tagged out. I just want you guys to get the frame of mind of telling real, truthful monologues, right? Not made up, real things that happen from your life at the top of your show that will be amused, that will inspire your fellow improvisers, so much so that they cannot wait to get out on stage, okay? Your suggestion will be chameleon.
I wore this black shirt today and Will said I would be chameleon against the wall. But then I noticed I'm really white, so it just looks like I might have arms and face going back there.
Chameleon reminds me of the disguise. I was really embarrassed on Halloween because my mom bought us all matching Power Rangers. But we were all like I was beyond the point of Power Rangers. I think I was like borderline going.
All matching like you all were the same Power Ranger?
No, like we coordinated so that the two girls were the yellow and pink Power Ranger, and I was the black Power Ranger. I thought it was the white Power Ranger.
We were really cool. There was 6 of us, so my mom would actually buy 2 Halloween costumes and then split it us among the 6 of us. So one of us would have like the clown hat, and then the other one would have the nose, and then one of them would have like a cat's tail, and it was really sad because then we'd go out and people would actually feel even worse and give us more candy for that.
Chameleon reminds me of camouflage, which reminds me of when I was about 5, and the kid up the block had a G.I. Joe, brand new G.I. Joe, and I didn't, and I was very jealous. So I'd hang out with this kid just to play with his toys. So I was lying, pretending to be his friend, and then one time I actually stole one of his G.I. Joes. So I felt really bad about it for years afterwards.
What was his name?
No idea.
That's all right.
I think when I used to have kids over as a little girl,
Class.
I used to invite them over and they'd come over and my mom would yell out, "Your friend's here," and the first thing I would do would go run to a part of my house that would be hidden and hide. Stay there for an extended period of time until my mom and make the girl come upstairs and look for me.
Oh my God.
Until my mom would yell up and pretty much intervene in the situation and tell me how to jerk.
Alright, so this kind of chameleons reminds me of costumes, but also under hiding. When I was about 7, I was in the summer rec program that went to costume day, and I was all excited about it. And my mom made me this lion's costume. It was made out of like green slipper material, and it had this great mane and a big long tail. So I was so excited. But I ran to school about a half an hour early so I could be there and stuff. And then the big kids started to come, and they were all laughing at my costume. And I got so freaked out and so scared that I hid behind a bush until everyone had gone in. And I went home. So I know that's not good. So we participate in the costume day. And it's one of those things that my mother held over my head for 40 years.
My grandmother, who we all call Nana, she's from Birmingham, Alabama, and she would make everything for my mom, inspired by Jackie Onassis clothing, like all growing up. She made our curtains. She made our Halloween costumes every year. I was a wizard. I was a pumpkin. I was everything. I was a wizard. are pre-Harry Potter. And one year I was really excited because I was Colgate, I was toothpaste, and I had a gigantic toothbrush and a white lampshade for my screw-off tab. And every time I went to a door, people would say, "Oh, it's a lampshade." I'm like, "Do not stick a giant toothbrush in the Colgate down the front."
Oh
The
no.
South and Chameleons remind me of the show on History Channel Costumes called Small People. There's about these guys that go around, and for a month of the year they can kill alligators and eat them. And I have a little Sunday night ritual for it where I order Indian food, even though Indian food has nothing to do with swamps or alligators. But I always get chicken korma, which is it kind of looks like swamp water because it's all yellowy and green, and then I get naan bread. And I have it, and it's really delicious. It kind of reminds me of like alligator tail.
Go, Mike, ready?
It's just like
Chicken
chicken.
is great.
So swamps and gators remind me of a girl that I dated. Her parents owned Gatorland.
Whoa, man.
So it was like
That's
it was
legit.
basically like dating Florida royalty. But I remember I would go to her house and I'd open up the freezer and there would always be like the whole freezer would be full of gator meat. And her father was apparently famous for the fact that he could make the fattest gators in the world so that they produced the most meat.
Yeah.
Chameleons reminds me of lizards, which reminds me of those little puppy red things they have. Which reminds me of a friend who was deathly afraid of chickens, more specifically like little red stuff that dangled from her. She had a very bizarre phobia of red things dangling from the chins of chickens. Like even stuffed animals of chickens she could not look at. And so we hatched this plan. We all went to the summer camp together in the Adirondacks, way out in the middle of nowhere. And it's pretty rural. There are people with chicken pens around there.
Oh, man.
So we plotted to buy a chicken and take it to the office where she worked and put it behind her desk. Unfortunately, for the sake of the story, that plan fell through, but we did have a chicken stuffed animal that we threw at her, made her scream and cry.
They also have chicken pens in Montecito, specifically at my dad's house. He keeps chickens in his backyard, which if you've seen his house, is very weird because his backyard is about the size of this stage. He also has an enclosure full of cats and turtles. He collects random pets, but the chickens got eaten by coyotes. He named the chickens after myself and my best friend, who he hired as his assistant because she's hot, which is really not a good thing. But he named the chickens Camilla and Rocky after the two of us, and then they got eaten by coyotes. And he twittered, "Camilla and Rocky got eaten by coyotes." Their dad.
Chameleon reminds me of Crazy Eyes, and Crazy Eyes remind me of me. I have something called Duane syndrome, which means my left eye does not turn left. Anybody can see that? I know the lights not exactly, not exactly great. And the way we discovered this, or in fact, it wasn't me who discovered it, because to me, that's how you look left when I was a child. That is normal. Wow! You get double vision, right? That's looking left. And so, so one day, my brother and I are running down the stairs, and he's behind me, because that's the smart thing. He's 6 years older than me. He's gigantic. And he trips, falls, and we slam on the ground. And when I got up, apparently I was just looking left. My mom said, "Oh my God, your eyes are broken. What did he do to your eyes? Stop doing that." Stop doing that. And
I remember when I was a kid, we had the staircase that we used to ride down on sleeping bags, like my brother and I. And we used to just do the most dangerous thing. We used to ride down the stairs in our sleeping bags onto like our tile floor, which was so dangerous at first. And then we also used to ride, we had this huge hill, and we used to ride down that on like inflatable pool toys. And so, because all the grass was dead. And so we'd ride down that, but there was a huge brick wall at the bottom of this hill. So you'd always have to like try and either crash before you actually got to the bottom and crash into this brick wall, or try and like steer, however the hell you steer an inflatable circle. And one time my brother ran over a huge like wasp nest, and they all started stinging him, and I had no idea what was going on. And he like ran into the brick wall. It was everything that you could have hit, he hit. And it was unreal. I think about it.
Oh, go ahead.
Chameleon reminds me of Halloween. Halloween reminds me of that I was born in Russia, and there was no Halloween. When I came to America, it was really like something different for me because I never see so many adults asking my children. So I decided to have my costume. It was first time for me. I was comfortable, and my wife, and we decided to be Boris and Natasha. So my wife was wearing black long wig, and she had blue, like she made her eyeshadows like going really up to her cheeks like this, and was blue. She had fake eyelashes like this. And I was wearing a hat, and I squashed a little bit, and I start talking with Russian accent with everybody, and I also have mustaches.
When I was a kid, my Barbies used to have Corvette crashes a lot, and then they would have to go to the doctor. Barbie went to the doctor. She found out she was pregnant.
Oh my God!
So she began to grow a belly, and it got bigger, and then her boobs got bigger, and then out sprouted baby Kelly. And then Barbie got pregnant again, and she and Ken moved into the dream house. And then I would have people come over to our house. My parents would have friends over, and they would go up to my disastrous playroom, and they would see that, you know, there was Barbie, a lot of knocked up Barbies, and they'd just be like, "What's the deal here, Jessica?" And it's like, "Oh, it's pregnant Barbie." And then from that, I turned into, I wanted to have big boobs, and I wanted to pretend I was pregnant too. So I would play house, and I would make my boy cousins be like the guys or whatever when my friends would come over, and I would be like, "You two are together," and then I would be with my other cousins. So
What was his name?
Corey.
Corey.
Yeah, and then Yasmin was the one that was with my friend Morgan. So we would be walking around my playroom, you know, pregnant with these big, like Victoria's Secret bras. Oh, and I would do water balloons, so they'd be really heavy. My back would hurt. And so I'd play this all day long. My mom would come upstairs, and I'd be playing school, and I'd be like pregnant teacher, you know, third grade. It was pretty awkward, but I learned a lot from that.
Great. Did everybody go? Did everybody do a little monologue? Right. So you're going to edit these yourselves, right? So don't look to me to edit it. When you feel like you've gone a fair piece, and fault on the side of going longer than shorter, right? It's always better to have more material than less material for the scenes. You'll step to the back line and start your first scene. Do you guys remember Zip Zap Zop? Do you have with Tim? Did Tim do Zip Zap Zop with you? Let's do a round of Zip Zap Zop. Why don't you start, Mike? Zip.
Zip.
Zip. Zip. Zap.
Zop. Zip. Zap.
Zop. Zip. Zap.
Zop.
Zip. Zap. Zop. Zip.
Zap. Zop.
Zip. Zap. Zop.
Zip.
Zap. Zop.
Zip. Zap. Zop.
Zap. Zop. Zip.
Zap.
Zop. Zip. Zip. Zap.
Zop.
Zip. Zap.
Zop.
Zip. Zap. Zip.
Zap.
Zap. Zip. Zap.
Zop. Zip. Zap.
Zop. Zip. Zap.
Zop.
Zip. Zap.
Zop.
Great. Let's do a little crazy eights right now, okay? Well, let's start off soft and then we'll get louder as we go along, all right? Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Softer.
7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1.